The salvage vessel Meridian's Grace drifted through the Kepler belt like a metal corpse. Its hull breached in 17 places. Atmosphere long since bled into the void. Commander Jalara of the Corinthian Huntress Corps studied the human derelict through her tactical display. Mandibles clicking in anticipation. 10 warships, her second-in-command observed, tallying the scattered wrecks surrounding the human vessel. All Huntress class. All destroyed, Jalara's thermal pits flared. The Huntresses were the pride of the Corinthian fleet. Bioengineered warriors standing 3 meters tall, exoskeletons harder than titanium, reflexes that could track railgun rounds. 10 crews meant 80 of her sisters, all dead. The humans were defeated here 6 cycles ago, Jalara said, studying the tactical reports. Their vessel was disabled, crew presumed dead. Yet our recovery teams never returned. Automated defenses? Her second suggested. Perhaps. Jalara's hunting instincts stirred. Something was wrong. Humans were resourceful. That was acknowledged even among the Dominion species who had crushed their expansion. But this? This was unusual. She assembled her hunting party, 8 of her finest warriors, each a veteran of the human conflict. They would board, investigate, and claim whatever salvage remained. The Meridian's Grace was a colony transport, likely filled with technology the Dominion could repurpose. The boarding pod latched onto the hull with a magnetic clamp. Jalara's team cut through the outer airlock, weapons ready. Emergency lighting flickered weakly in the corridors, casting elongated shadows. The air was thin but breathable. Someone had maintained minimal life support. Spread out, Jalara ordered. Combat formation. They moved through the vessel like apex predators, claws scraping against metal floors. The ship was a tomb, supplies scattered, dried blood on the walls, evidence of desperate last stands. But no bodies, not one. Then they found the stasis bay. Rows of cylindrical chambers lined the massive compartment, each designed to preserve human colonists during long voyage sleep. Most were dark, their occupants long dead from system failures. But one, a single pod in the center of the bay, hummed with active power. Jalara approached, peering through the frosted viewport. Inside, suspended in chemical sleep, was a human male, young by their standards. His physiological readouts showed nominal vital signs. Just one survivor, her second said. Curious? Extract him, Jalara commanded. Command will want a human specimen for interrogation. As her warriors moved to override the pod systems, a sound echoed through the bay, small footsteps barely audible. Jalara spun, weapon raised. A human child emerged from behind a maintenance panel. Female. No more than 12 solar cycles by Jalara's estimation. She wore a tattered jumpsuit, her dark hair tangled, her face smudged with grime. But her eyes, Eleanor's eyes, were sharp and utterly fearless. Don't wake him, the girl said in perfectly accented Corinthian. Your bones are too brittle. Jalara's mandibles spread in what might have been amusement. You speak our language, little human. I had 6 years to learn, Eleanor replied, not moving from her position. 6 years watching your kind try to claim this ship. 6 years watching them die. The Huntress warriors tensed, thermal pits scanning for threats. The bay remained empty except for the girl. You expect us to fear a child? Jalara asked. I expect you to be smart, Eleanor said quietly. The others weren't. They all tried to wake him. They all thought one human in stasis was helpless. She gestured to the walls, where Jalara now noticed deep gouges in the metal, claw marks from Corinthian warriors. Your bones are too brittle for what he becomes. Impossible, Jalara's second hissed. We are apex predators. Our exoskeletons can withstand. He's not like regular humans, Eleanor interrupted. Jasper was the colony's emergency response specialist. When the war started, when your fleets came, the corporation experimented on volunteers. Combat enhancement, genetic modification, adrenaline synthesis that would kill normal humans. She took a breath. The pod keeps him stable. But if his system detects threats during revival, if the emergency protocols engage, he becomes something else. Something that doesn't stop until the threats are eliminated. Jalara studied the girl, then the pod. The readouts showed elevated markers she'd attributed to stasis side effects. But if the child was telling the truth... Show me, Jalara commanded. Eleanor's expression didn't change. Your choice. But know this, I survived because I learned to hide. I survived because I never woke him. The other Huntress crews, they were as confident as you. They saw one sleeping human and thought it was easy salvage. She pointed to a corner where a Corinthian helmet lay, cracked completely in half. That warrior was torn apart in 47 seconds. I counted. Shalara's thermal pits cooled. She was a hunter, yes, but also a survivor. Instinct warred with duty. Why warn us? She asked. We are your enemies. Because I'm tired of watching people die, Eleanor said softly. Yours or mine. The war is over. Earth lost. These colonists are dead. Jasper is all I have left of my family, and I won't wake him unless I have no choice. She met Jalara's gaze. Leave, report the ship unsalvageable. Let us drift. That's the smart play. For a long moment, silence filled the bay. Jalara's warriors waited for her command, weapons trained on the human child who stood defiant before them. Then Jalara clicked her mandibles twice. The retreat signal. Commander? Her second questioned. We leave, Jalara said. Mark the vessel as biohazard. Contaminated, not worth recovery. As they withdrew, Jalara paused at the bay entrance. Your name, human child? Eleanor. You are brave, Eleanor. Foolish but brave. Shalara's thermal pits brightened briefly. I hope you find peace, you and your Jasper. The Huntresses departed, their pod disengaging from the hull. Eleanor watched through external cameras as they returned to their ship. As the Corinthian vessel powered away into the dark, then she returned to the stasis pod, pressing her small hand against its frosted surface. Still safe, big brother, she whispered. Still safe. In the pod, Jasper's readouts remained stable, his enhanced physiology held in check by the stasis field. Around the bay, previous invaders' equipment lay scattered, silent testament to Eleanor's warning. The Meridian's Grace drifted on through the Kepler belt, carrying its deadly cargo of two, a girl who had survived by wit alone, and a sleeping weapon who dreamed of peace.